Hey, everybody. I think we're live. Let me know if you can hear me. I look like I'm a little loud. Turn me down a little bit. We are. Welcome to another date night chat. Once again, Michelle and I are not getting just a date night. We're getting a date night with Skrat, too. Hi, Skrat.
Hello, hello.
Oh, I think all of you know who Skrat is. You see him enough on the channel.
Yeah, that's true.
As always, let me know how music's a little loud. Thanks, 𝙏𝙖𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙏. I can turn that down. As always, let us know how sound sounds. We're always messing and changing things because why not?
I see where you got me split on the stream now with the squirrel.
Skrat stealing my stealing of the date night. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's okay, though. Can you flip that switch or no? The light switch?
Oh, yeah, that shit's different.
Ooh, whoa.
Speaking of new setups, we have a new setup here.
Yeah, we changed my office around again a little bit. Not that you guys can tell, but we're redoing stuff to make it easier. So for streaming and stuff like that, Michelle is, I'm getting her own little producer bench in my office so that when we can, hi, Chris G. So that when we're streaming and stuff, she can be more of a producer here and down there. So we're making her two spots, which is a good time.
So it looks the same on my end.
Exactly. No, that's what we wanted. You guys won't notice a difference, but we're feeling and noticing a difference here. So. What are you drinking tonight? I got coffee.
Oh,
I got water.
I have nothing.
Oh, I got water for you, baby. Here you go.
Okay, look at that. Thanks.
Cool. All right, Skrat. I believe that we are here to talk about thy nuts.
My nuts.
So first of all, if you were to give a 3-sentence description of what you're trying to do with your nuts, what would you say?
That'll get you banned from YouTube. Pretty sure. 3 sentences? I wasn't prepared for that.
Oh, then you don't have to.
I made it. I think it started out of spite for 5e, which is how most TTRPGs have been made. I feel like.
Yeah.
You get, and not just against 5e. Like you usually get on one, and then you're like, I don't like the way this one does things. I'm gonna go make my own. So,
see, I feel
it just so happens 5e is the most popular, so that's spurred the most spiteful creations.
I didn't fall for it. I didn't make my own.
Yeah, it's terrible. You should have.
Everybody else is. I'll just use theirs.
That's true, but I really wanted something that gave the GM the creative freedom to tell the story that they wanted to tell, while also giving the players their creative freedom to be who they wanted to be. And when I did 2 campaigns for 5e, I felt like only half of that was in the equation. The GM absolutely did not get to do anything they wanted to. They were constantly at the mercy of the player. So this one allows the GM to do what they want, but then whenever the player's like, oh, I want to do this incredibly stupid thing, they can if they're willing to spend the resources on it, but the GM can constantly adjust that difficulty. So that was the goal.
Fantastic.
And it wasn't supposed to be a setting agnostic thing. It started off fantasy, and then stuff just kind of got more generic as it went. So now you're pretty happy with it right now, or is there a further discussion we need to have about it? There are definitely parts of it that I really, really like, such as that constantly adjusting difficulty, how that worked all according to plan, like I wanted to. Some of the skills have come and gone and come back again and gone again and come back again. And I think for the most part, it's in a pretty good spot. I know detriments, that roll modifier, that thing changed like 20 different times.
Yeah.
Like, I could not find a sweet spot for it. But for the most part, that general core concept it has stayed the same. The skills have shifted around a whole bunch. And right now, I think mechanically I'm good with everything. I have been scratching my brain trying to find the proper wording to use throughout the whole book so it makes sense and consistent. And I've also got a few skills that I added that I want to test. That way it's a nice even 12.
Now, I have the Jacob's copy. Is it okay that I have this up?
Yes. Yeah.
First of all, look at the art, guys. This is Skrat made art, right? Skrat.
Yep. You got me.
It's professional. I think it's perfect.
It is. I actually reached out to Peter. Have you seen you watch any of his videos?
I love Peter. I have not watched much for his videos.
Okay, so if you've seen any of them, I think his wife has made the little, like the chibi style, big headed little doodles. If you've ever seen those,
yes,
she made those, and I reached out. I was like, "Well, she want to make those for nuts?" So she said she's interested. I feel like they would fit the style. So
let me move the chat box so people can see the words and stuff too. Oh.
Puppy unplugged me.
She's playing with a dog over here, knocking cords out.
Well, it doesn't chew 'em like Dan's.
Nope, our dog doesn't chew cords,
No.
right, dog?
No. Go out to the barn.
All right. So it's a very basic system, but we've had some fun in it. We had it on our channel. We played Death Squad Squirrels.
Squirrel Death Squad.
Squirrel Death Squad.
And you ran a Weird West game with it, which I'm supposed to continue with a campaign for it.
Are you excited? You say that reluctantly.
No, I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready to run a campaign for 4 squabbling women. It's going to be great.
So I was going to say, I have not played it yet. This is kind of a little
That's right.
helpful behind the scenes for me.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Because I watched what you guys did.
I forgot that you haven't actually been in it.
No.
Wow.
Glee has been in it in a couple very early renditions of it, but nothing lately. So
No.
Mm-mm.
So, nuts in a larger nutshell. Slightly larger nutshell. All right. So let's do a little development stream here, right? Let's talk about your goals with this. Like, what's the future of nuts?
Well, it wasn't even supposed to go this far, honestly. It was just a little something to make. And I was like, I want to see if this works. And then me and the friends that I ran those campaigns with, we tried it out. I'm like, yeah, that works. That's pretty fun. It's like, oh, cool. And then I just set it down for a while and then kind of started doing the YouTube thing. And I was like, well, I'm encouraging other people to make their stuff, so I should try and make something myself. I pulled it back out and started working on it. And I just wanted to kind of solidify it and then call it done. And then there were other systems I wanted to make. But then semi-recently, I got to talking with the guy who made Dim Day Red and the people he's hired, got working for him and everything. And we were talking about it because I was like, yeah, I'd kind of like to make a nice book out of this and stuff. And once we got to start talking about putting money into it and every Kickstarters and stuff, I was like, well, I guess I could make some modules for it. So I started fooling around with that idea and I started working on a sci-fi module. And the idea is it's all the same base rules as Nuts, but you change the skills. You take those and you make them specific to that setting. So they're not so generic, but you still have that creative wiggle room to do what you want as the player, but they're specific to the setting. And then it may also add in a couple new mechanics to fit that setting. Like the sci-fi one that I was working on, you play as robots. So you have an energy system you got to worry about. So that's a new mechanic that gets shuffled in. Each skill is worth X amount of energy. And if you roll a 1, you consume that energy. So, and when you're out of energy, you can't use that skill. So, or if you don't have enough in your reserve, and getting recharged is very difficult.
Awesome. So Michelle, who hasn't actually played this, let's go back to the what?
No, just where you're going with that.
No, let's go back to this. So I'm going to describe a scene. All right. And you're going to declare what you want to do. Then I'm going to set a roll. And then Scrat's going to tell us what dice you're going to roll. Just to kind of play around a little bit, right? You ready?
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah.
Scrat looks nervous.
I'm nervous.
I mean, you DM'd it. You can do this. I'm just gonna watch.
All right. So we're in a sewer system, and you're down here because there's a lost child in the village, in the town, and this is where you've led you to down in this disgusting sewer. And as you're walking through, it's blurp, blurp, blurbing, making all kinds of cool noises. An arm, a very tentacle-y arm, rises up out of the sewer water and goes to grab you. So I describe the scene and the situation, right? Did I go too far? Did I describe too much?
No, that's good.
All right. Now, what do you do?
Well,
Speak up.
What do I have?
You tell me. Just make it up. Improv, baby.
Oh boy.
Well, let's just throw her a bone. Let's just say she's a what setting is this? A fantasy setting?
Sure.
All right. Let's just say she's a knight of the round table and she's under the sewers there. So sword, shield, heavy armor.
Perfect. Good. Okay, because initially I'm thinking a sword. I was thinking just light source. Like, do I have a torch in one hand?
You know what? You have a sconce attached to your shield. We'll give you that one.
Oh, I like that. All right.
Fancy.
Okay, so I'm swiping at this.
That's it? Be narrative with
I
it.
mean, that's it.
You slide forward in the edge of the ooze and the edge of the water.
That's you. I'm all it says right there in the little box. Player declares what they want to do. So I am declaring.
That's good enough. See, that's the thing. Like, it's however much you want to get into.
Teasing her.
And there's a couple spots in there, especially when you get towards the skills. It tells you, like, the more flavor you give, the more the GM can work with. So in this case, you're like, okay, I just want to go over there and hit it. GM can still work with it. And then the GM can be like, all right, well, you're kind of up on a catwalk and this is down here. So like, you're going to have to hop down and go so far. And then they can say, you're going to have to do a challenge roll just to get to it. Or they can just say, okay, you make it. And here's a challenge roll to try and hit it.
So,
well, go ahead.
The system, we're using D12s.
Oh,
right?
yeah. That's right.
And
Nothing but.
so she starts with one D12.
Every roll you make has at least one D12, and then you have this resource called challenge dice, and you have 6 of them, and you can add those to anything you can do, as long as it makes sense for your character. And that's why I was saying earlier, like, it's important to give your character flavor. So like, if earlier you said, I'm a knight of the round, I have a sword and a shield and whatever it else was we said, I'm also stupidly acrobatic. Now you have, you might get the opportunity to roll for a climb or something acrobatic that you normal player wouldn't have been allowed to do. Or if you're like, what are the tabaxis? Is that the cat creatures from 5e?
Just say
So if
cat
you're
folk.
like, yeah, if you're a cat folk, or you're a Khajiit from Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls, you got claws, you're a cat, you're probably good at climbing. Now that you have given that flavor, it's like, oh, well, if you want to scale this wall that probably you normally couldn't have, now you have the role to do so. And then even from there, the GM can adjust, like, well, I mean, if you're a cat, maybe now it's only just a 4 to climb it. Or maybe, hey, that was almost an impossibly slick wall to climb, but since you're this cat thing, I'll let you have it at a 10, or whatever the case may be. And then there's other modifiers they can add, like the detriments we were talking about earlier and whatnot. So
Awesome.
But anyway, the challenge dice, she can in peanut mode.
Yes.
Peanut mode and acorn mode. So normally you can add as many skill or challenge dice as you want to a roll up to 6. But 6 is all you have, so you probably don't want to burn that many that fast. And there are ways to get more back. Like when you fail a roll, you get 1 challenge dice back. There's the take a breather things, which we'll probably get into. There's items, and then some of the abilities you get can spare skill or challenge dice. I keep calling them skill dice. I changed it to challenge dice, so I'm still breaking a habit.
Awesome. Now, with that said, so from a GM's perspective, I know that Ooze is going to be somewhat difficult to actually hurt with her sword. So I'm going to say the challenge rating is going to be a little higher, right? It's going to be maybe a 9. Is that out of the realm? Does that make sense? Like, I'm asking
That
you as a
makes sense.
creator.
That you can do that. You can just say, hey, it's just a hard number to hit. Or you can use one of the modifiers. So the detriment, one thing I want to try, right now, it's a detriment means more than one die has to pass. So like if you have one detriment on the roll.
What page is that on? Hold on.
Keep going. Actually, you might have missed it. Scroll back up. It's towards the beginning. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the stream. It's behind. I just realized. It's just a few pages from the beginning.
Okay.
It's got the green and red rectangles and stuff.
Oh, it's already there.
Yeah. So the detriment means if you have one detriment, 2 dice have to pass that value, which that can get pretty rough pretty quick. What I want to do is make it to where if you fail a detriment roll, you don't lose your skill dice. Or your challenge dice. I got to get that right. You only consume them if you pass that specific modifier, because otherwise you burn through them a little too fast trying things out. But I was going to say you could use the detriment. You could give it a low value and a high detriment, because it's like, okay, this is just a thing of ooze and it's hard to get your sword through, so you're going to expend a lot of energy trying to go through. Or the other route is the allowance, which limits how much challenge dice you can put to it. It's like, oh no, it's ooze. It's actually hard to hit the soft spot, so you can only put 1 challenge die to it. Or you can just make it a high number. That's up to the GM.
And
because that challenge dice is a resource, it's like you could almost call it like a luck resource, because that's what the players use to push the narrative in their favor.
And do I have to tell them there's a detriment ahead of time or after they roll?
Yes, you have to tell them what the roll is.
I mean,
you do. That's how this works, which is so weird that ended up like this. And I think we talked about this before. In 5e, when I campaigned, I always had my rolls hidden and never told them what they were up against. And then I made a system that requires the GM to put it all out there.
Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, I see both sides. My problem is when you have a group of players who can't handle role-playing outside of the dice or inside the dice, however you want to put that. So when they see the dice, they like dumb it down too much. It's like, well, no, your character still tried to do X, Y, or Z. You just didn't succeed, because you got to remember, this is not, well, especially during combat, you're battling an active foe. They're not just standing there waiting to be hit. So it's like,
they're not.
No.
Well, let's put a roll on this, Michelle. I'm going to say that it's a 5, but you need to succeed twice, so it's a detriment 1.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay, so go ahead. So you're going to succeed. You're going to have to make a.
She'll have to spend at least 1 challenge die.
Yeah. So roll your d12. Let's see what you get.
Well, you got to roll the challenge die with that first d12. So
I was
you determine how.
We need more dice.
I have another d12 right here.
Well, look at that.
Determine how many you're going to use and then roll.
Surprise, surprise. All right, so I got these.
I love d12s.
Yikes.
Oh, look at that. She rolled a 6 and 11. I know you guys can't see it.
Well,
they're colorful dice. See. So that would mean a success. So I would say, now this is where I want to make sure, does it matter who describes this, or is it kind of who you offer the chance for the player to describe? You say you succeed, or do you take over as a GM and describe, or is that just how the table flows? Like
It's up to the table, but I can tell you when I made this, I had it in mind. The GM was narrating, and I think that 2nd or 3rd page even says,
yes,
you declare what you want to do, GM narrates, or you roll, then GM narrates. But even when I'm running, there's plenty of times I'm like, how do you do this? What are you doing? So,
hi, Wargasm. It's good to see you. Hi, Chris G. Chris Winning. Look at all these awesome people in here. Is that Zania, T-Dog? I wasn't ignoring you guys. I get excited talking about Skrat's nuts. And so But what if a player wants to describe? You wouldn't tell them no, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. You can do it either way. I was just saying what I had in mind when I actually made it, but it changes nothing.
So she successfully slides through the side of on the edge of the main sewer channel, splashing this disgusting sewer water, just wiping a slice right through the center of the ooze and splitting it in half. And now you have to deal with 2 of them. But they look weaker. Realistically, we're not going to keep playing it. I just wanted to play around a little bit.
Scroll over to the roll outcomes. I think that's up a couple pages from where you're at least on the stream. So if she had like swiped, or let's say she rolled a 12 and a 1, and this is some of that's the well on the stream. There you go. What was I saying? One of the things I'm changing the names on, and on this page specifically, it's like I'm going to call 12s lucky and 1s unlucky. So they're just lucky and unlucky die to kind of get you away from the numbers, stop thinking about criticals, because that's not a thing in this game.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've really been trying to hone in on the wording to get the right mindset. So you got lucky and unlucky die. So if she rolled a lucky and an unlucky, but still passed, that would have been that Martyr's 12 there.
Yeah.
So you could say that could have been what split it in half. Like normally that wouldn't have been what killed it, but that did. But the bad thing is now you made 2, or you can like say that just kills the blob, but your sword got stuck on it and it washed downstream. It's now going down. So
it's interesting. I already had it set a couple of different. That was a success.
Yeah. Yeah, yours was just a straight success. It was almost the heroic 12. So you got those different levels since you got various dice you're throwing in the pool. So you have a regular pass and a regular fail, which is exactly what it sounds like. You just do or do not do what you set out to do. By the skin of your teeth is when you pass, but there is an unlucky die in the roll. So you succeed in your task, but something bad happens. The Martyr's 12 is when something great happens and something bad happens. And the Heroic 12, which I think is going to become a Mighty 12, because I didn't like the term heroic, since we don't always play heroes. That means just something good happens, something really good happens. It doesn't mean you magically succeed. That's why I'm trying to get away from the 12 and crits and everything. Like, no, just something good happens. And the example I've heard a lot when people try to say crits don't guarantee success, it's like, oh yeah, when you're sweet talking the king, the critical success was he didn't behead you. Like that is the good ending. Yeah. So, your basic fail and then your villainous 1 is like the mega fail. That's when it's just super bad. You fail with a 1 in the roll. So
wow.
I like the examples that you have, and it's just funny. Some of them are real. The computer you were trying to hack, it just caught on fire.
Caught on fire.
That's good.
Also that bit about triggering specials, I've cut that out. The term special has gone away because not all the skills have specials. So that was confusing people. So
cool. So this is a really fun work in progress for you.
Project.
You're still loving it? Are you still passionate about it?
Yeah, sometimes I think about all the time I put in it and how little of it there is, but at the same time I understand, you start this complex and then you squish it down to something small. And I have said in many of my videos where I talk about 𝙬𝙬𝙤𝙬, as somebody with engineering experience, I have a lot of appreciation for what DM Scotty did with 𝙬𝙬𝙤𝙬, how he took something like 5e and just squished it down to something so simple that is so mechanically sound and still works. So.
And 𝙬𝙬𝙤𝙬 is a nice system. Great for storytelling, but still has a little bit of crunch. I mean, that's where Dave kind of got some of his inspiration from too, right?
That's the entire magic system is right out of 𝙬𝙬𝙤𝙬. Like he reached out to Scotty and was, "Can I use this?" And Scotty was like, "Yeah, that's fine. Just take it and run with it." And the Bane boon system, which that's really not unique to 𝙬𝙬𝙤𝙬. I think it just did it very well. It's just advantage and disadvantage that stacks.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Cool. I'm looking forward to more nuts. I do love me a nice set. and we have plenty here in the room. So we have a game coming up. We don't have a time set on this, right?
For the Nuts game, or
Yeah. When's our next Nuts game?
Well, I made that Egyptian map, the pyramid. I really want to run that one. That was looking fun. But
Let's talk about that, Mr. Skrat. Hold on, before you go too far. We started building that together, and then you're like, "Oh, I just finished it on your own without me."
I really wanted to make it.
No,
but also I didn't know when we get back to it because I'm doing some stream experimenting.
Yeah, how did your stream go the other night?
So it was like a normal stream of mine, a little more than normal, but as far as views and stuff, that was fine. The like-dislike ratio was 100%, I think. Or when I say 100%, there's probably still one dislike because I have a designated hater that just downvotes everything that I
How did you get
out.
that?
I said I didn't like the Acolyte.
Oh.
And they got very bent out of shape. So
I love that they still follow you and still dislike your stuff. I mean, that's beautiful.
Come by every time, just instantly. But anyway.
What a sweet friend.
Yeah. Peter's got him now, I've noticed. I keep meaning to reach out to him and say, hey.
That's fun.
But no, but like, this is what I don't get. And I was talking to Glee about the other day. So the last stream me and you did, it has a 55% like-dislike ratio and like 20 votes or whatever. So I don't know what's going on. One of us is saying something or what? I don't know what the deal is, but like the streams we do get dislikes and it's not making sense because it's nothing I haven't done before. Like I've done map making before, and that last stream, I don't know if like it just showed up on all the wrong people's feed or what. And then I told you, subscribers bleed out a little bit each time we stream, which I haven't checked the last stream I did for that. So I could probably do it right now.
So
I don't know. And there's nothing I can get from YouTube to figure out what's happening. So like when you post a regular video, it'll say like, oh yeah, when this many people subscribed or unsubscribed while watching this video. With streams, you can't do that. I just have that general overall feed that it's like, oh, you posted this, you did this on these days, and here's where these subscribers. And I've noticed, the days we went live, there was a little dip in subs right there. So
interesting.
Yeah.
See, I don't fully understand that whole side of things. I just do me and I do it. So, well, you know what? We'll have you on our channel for stuff, and if maybe it's me they don't like, which is fine. I got the neck beard going.
But he could have a circle beard going.
Stop.
Oh yeah. Well,
stop.
Then nobody will even watch it at that point.
I'm sorry I caused you to lose subscribers.
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna go here and look.
He's gonna take a peek for us.
Where did I go live by myself?
It was on Tuesday, was it?
It's been a long week.
It has been a long week.
I have no data for that day yet, which is interesting because I should, but
it's I'm definitely interested in seeing your number. I'm curious until what, maybe because it's out of normal. You know what I mean?
Wait. Here we go. Okay, so I lost one when I went live that day. So that's what I was telling you earlier. I think just going live pushes me up to the top of people's subs, and they're like, I don't remember subscribing to that guy. So I wasn't too worried about the subs getting filtered out. That's actually good for the channel if you filter out the subs that aren't watching. So that part was fine. But then when I saw like the 55% ratio, I was like, what's going on here, man? Like who's tuning in and not enjoying this? So,
well, that's what we call them out. Hey, listen, if you guys dislike the video, and that includes you guys watching right now, at least comment below and let us know why you're disliking the video so we can either make it better or laugh at you.
Probably laugh. But see, I mean, like here's like I posted a video, got 5, then the next day lost 2, and then the day after that lost 3. So it just balanced out.
Hi, DM Tails. I did not die yet. Well, it's really interesting. I appreciate you being open with us and sharing. First of all, hi Daniel, Stacy. First of all, sharing what you got going on with nuts, and the future of your nuts. Both are very important. And so, but also sharing, your stream space with us. And I've had a blast with you. I thought we were pretty entertaining, but who am I?
I was gonna say, even if it doesn't work out in the stream stuff, like I'm still gonna do it, even if it's offline, because I enjoy doing it and we get maps out of it. And
yeah,
I'm all for, a matter of fact, we'd probably be more productive if we weren't streaming.
I mean, that's very true.
We should stop streaming.
I actually was thinking about making a map tonight on stream, but I think this is better to kind of connect and talk with our viewers and talk with each other. And we definitely have some more Scratter days coming up. So we'll look forward to that, hanging out with the Skrat.
That's what I was going to mention before we got talking about YouTube. So you're asking about the next nuts thing. So I got the map. I want to run that one, but I reached out to Dave. I forgot what it was. He wanted me to do something, and I was like, oh, yeah, I can do this real quick. And I did it. And I was like, all right, you owe me 3 testings and nuts or something like that. I was just joking around. And he was like, oh, hey, I'll run you some games. So he's got a few one-shots he's pulling out and converting over to nuts to run. So he's going to have, I think, about 3 that he was just rattled off right off the top of his head. So,
see, Chris, thanks, man. I'm going to go do maps and chill again. Yeah, I mean, Dave from Grimwoods, he's such a sweet guy. And we enjoy having him on our channel. And yeah, he'll happily test them. He'll play with your nuts and test them out. Make sure they're all set. What are you giggling about?
What?
It's called Nuts, Narrative and Unfettered Tabletop System.
That's right. And if Nuts is legally taken because of that war game, I can just change it to Peanut, and then it's players enjoying a narrative and unfettered tabletop system.
That's good.
I love that you're prepared.
Yep.
That just brings me so much joy. See, Chris, once again, I appreciate you supportive of the maps and chill. I always enjoyed those streams where I just built a map and chatted with people. DM Tales, has he had your nuts on his channel yet? Gotta get up on that.
Yes, I need to, make it something not PowerPoint and actually have a decent manual.
I mean, Michelle and I are learning InDesign.
There you
I'll
go.
try.
Technically, Glee knows how to do that. But,
you have a wife. Have her help you.
I mean, that's her job. She is the graphic designer. She knows how to do all those Adobe tools, and just leaves me hanging. I'm waiting for her to come running down the hallway. And
I invited her to join in on date night.
She thought about it, but she'd been in meetings all day, and she's like, I'm all socialed out.
That's how I felt. No, it wasn't bad. I was working at the library today. It was actually pretty quiet, so it's okay. I'm here.
She's had a busy week with her new job. Lots of onboarding, and then she had a conference on top of everything this week. So
yeah,
that's fun. All right, well, cool. I'm looking forward to it. I know I've said it a couple times, but it's definitely a system I've enjoyed. I like narrative systems, especially for streams. Like they do really well on a stream, in my opinion. Dan and I were just talking about this. But what'd T-Dog say?
Needing a rested wife or add coffee.
Can I have both?
Kind of both.
Want coffee?
No. Yes, but no, I should sleep tonight because you won't.
I don't want to sleep. I quit that life.
Yep. I know.
I pulled 2
I
on
wish I
last
could
week.
skip sleeping.
Listen, I'm getting a lot of work done, though. Like, I'm cranking.
Yeah, through Monster Hunter.
It was streamed. That's work. No, I am getting a lot done on the binder of beasties, which is nearing completion. We got some art in. Adam from the Interplanetary Crossroad hooked us up with some art. Pretty excited about that. I mean, Dan, it wasn't that called out. It was live. Like, anybody can go watch me miss sleep for 2 nights. And Chris, winning, and actually Cephas was there too. A couple of them I had. You did. You made them work. You made me work. Chris had me researching stuff while I'm playing, and Chris, you might it might make you suffer tomorrow morning when we play.
Was Pathfinder also on the agenda tonight?
Do you want to talk Pathfinder?
I mean, I guess I'm joining your campaign, right?
I mean, we never solidified. Do you want to solidify live on stream that you're doing this?
I mean, I've been checking my schedule and looking, so I thought we were supposed to talk about it at some point. When you initially reached out, you said that's one thing we were going to talk about, but then I ended up on your date night stream, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's true. So yeah, first of all, I have never put hot sauce in my coffee, but I'm not going to lie, after last night's stream, Kristen, I debated on trying it. I don't know why.
That's gross.
Yeah,
it's gross.
no.
I'll put hot sauce on a lot of things, but not. I gotta take that back. I was gonna say not a drink, but that's a lie.
Oh, it's a little distorted.
I just can't imagine it'd be good in coffee, though.
Scott, here's a map I was working on.
Hey-o.
It's a little distorted in the stream, but
Yeah, I recognize those assets. So whenever you want to run a nuts game, you can. I'm there.
you want to help me?
Run it.
No, be player.
Well, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I'm there because
Cool.
it needs testing. We got new skills to try out.
Dan, that's exactly what I thought. I'm not drinking hot. I love hot sauce. I put hot sauce on lots of my food. I'm not putting it in my coffee. Hey, Tom, how's it going, buddy?
I'm kind of surprised that you wouldn't even.
I would try it.
Yeah.
I debate on trying it, but it's got to be. I don't want to ruin good coffee.
Do it in the last sip.
Right, that's what it's just.
A little drip in the last
bit,
sip. Maybe just like put some on. Well, the thing is like I don't really like it when I'm eating like my delicious potatoes in the morning, and I got like hot sauce in my mouth, and then I take a swig of coffee. I'm like, not really my favorite flavor. So
You're welcome.
there's no
I
way.
made those for you.
Yeah, she makes good. She makes good potatoes.
Thanks.
She makes good potatoes.
She was late this morning though.
I was really. It was
She
lunchtime.
didn't feed me till lunch, guys.
No,
Nah,
it was a Thursday. Look, I'm telling you,
Oh, there it is.
Thursday.
I didn't mind though.
Something about homeschooling kids and animal chores and yeah.
What did the coffee ever do to them? Exactly, Mr. Tails. All right, well, we could switch over to talking about some Pathfinder. We
That or
have.
nuts one-shot testing, planning, whichever.
Yeah.
It's up to
I mean,
you.
I like nuts. So the whole Pathfinder thing. Let me talk to the viewers real quick. I had a player who needed to leave because of personal reasons. Very sad, that he's leaving. I don't know the personal reasons. And they're like nearing completion of an adventure path, and it's a mystery, and they're at the end. They kind of know the mystery, and they're trying to now solve it. I don't want to give away too many details, but it's kind of one of those ones where it's like these poor guys. There's 2 left, and we could just run it with 2, but Pathfinder is balanced for 3 to 5, right? And so 2 makes it a little bit more difficult. Plus, you don't have that third person to cover certain skills and blah 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 blah. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to Scraticus here, and he not only was he interested, I think, or he's just making me happy. I'm not sure which one, but I'm in the middle of chatting with these 2 guys about the future of this campaign, and he comes on in and he just like soaks it up, engages into the chat. I was like, that's so heroic. He had a cape on. He was like standing in the sunlight with a cape flying that day for me.
I was on the toilet when you called me.
Even better, though. You realize it only makes it better. That means that you care enough about me on your toilet time. I feel honored.
Just jumped up and went to the computer, didn't wash or nothing.
Chris, did you write a response to that time slot? I didn't see if you wrote. I don't know. Maybe I missed your response. Now I feel like a jerk. I am confused. You should be confused. I had a paid game that had a player drop out of, Mr. DM Tails, and I really wanted it to finish. One of the guys, this is his second time restarting it, not with me, but with a different DM, and then came to me. And so he calls it his cursed game, and he's one of those guys that likes to complete all the adventure paths of Pathfinder. So
It has gotten canceled so much.
Yeah. And so
for many different reasons.
I really want to complete this for him because there's no way he's going to rerun it because he's already at that point where he knows. So he'd have to run through 3 books of information to get to this point. And, at that point, he might as well just go buy them and read them, right? So, yeah, Chris, winning, we'll have to talk. I didn't realize that. I must have missed your message. I didn't think you responded to my message, but. Oh, it got buried. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Time zones.
Time zones. Chris is in Australia. Which
Daylight
also
savings time.
Let's not talk. No.
Which also what? Sorry.
No, we're not.
Derailed.
So yeah, Skrat, we'll talk about Pathfinder office system. Let's talk about what is a way you want to test the nut system. Like if there was something in particular that you wanted to put, like Jacob, I want to see how my nuts work in this situation. What would that situation be?
It's mostly just the skills, that mechanical part that I want to test, make sure they're balanced, because the core of it with that challenge roll, the modifiers and stuff, that works. Like that is held true, and it's survived everything so far that we've thrown at it, because that's kind of the point. Like you can just adjust it as you need. You set the difficulty to your table, /setting, and there's just some of the skills I've added. Like one just allows you to make temporary HP. So I want to see how far out of hand that could get, or if it actually balances out and works. The crafter one hasn't been used too much, only a couple times. So you need somebody who's creative to see what they can do with that one.
You can do that.
I'm creative.
Yeah.
I try to be, at least. All right, cool. Well, let's take a look here, because I play so much Pathfinder that I just typed into my browser Google Calendar Pathfinder 2E. I only run 10 games a week, so
I can figure out where you're going. You have a calendar for just
Pathfinder 2nd edition only. All right, so Skrat, then let's do something really crazy, right?
That's so much busyness on the calendar.
Sorry, I'm looking at the calendar. So I said that I have on March 11th that you and I are doing a map stream, right?
March 11th. I gotta get my calendar up.
Look at this. On stream making plans. Look at this. We're nuts.
That's our normal Tuesday.
Yeah.
We could, unless you want to do something else.
That's next Tuesday.
Well, I was thinking if we could muster up another player or two.
Wait. No, Thursday. I'm sorry. Thursday's Plague Bound. Never mind.
Yeah, no, Tuesday.
Tuesday's fine.
Well, what if we were to maybe host a little short nuts testing on our stream? Or do you not want it streamed? Do you want to just do it private?
I don't care. It's either one.
Wait, Tom, am I understanding this? Sorry, Skrat. Am I understanding this, Tom? You are now a patron supporter? Explosion! Excited, and that means you are going to join our West March. Oh, where's the great mustache when we need him? He needs to start recruiting you.
He's right there. Yeah, he's just going to all of a sudden appear.
Ooh, got a new hero in the house. 𝙏𝙖𝙗𝙗𝙗 just signed up too, so we have 2 new players. It'll be great. We'll have to make a session 0 for you, and you and I are going to sit and chat about it. Cool. Well, thank you for being a supporter of Avenue Studios. It's we're very thankful for it, because it helps us continue to stream. Actually, I'm hoping to actually start a campaign where I can get a new camera and you guys can see me even clearer, because my camera's getting old.
With his circle beard.
Skrat, help me.
Nice.
Skrat, help
Hey,
me.
look, Glee was on your side. She tried to stop her.
We could do Bane Moon stuff with this. Like, I am kind of shocked by how many people were like, no circle beard.
Because I am so handsome.
Thought it was hilarious.
Jacobs gets shaved.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
No one would. Oh, I don't know if.
All right.
Yeah.
Skrat,
Yeah, that's your goal. Jacob gets shaved, but you never say where.
Yeah.
Oh, Scraticus, you got to grow a beard, man.
No, it gets too itchy. I don't like
You
it.
got to get past that stage and you have this glorious thing. I mean, this has
No,
been
mine
trimmed.
just gets patchy. I can't ever like connect this to the little patches out here.
DM Tails, I will send you a picture. You know what? I'm going to put up a picture of a circle
a
beard.
circle.
Give me a second.
And you know, his is getting white enough that it'll be Santa by Christmas too. It's gonna be great. With the kids, they'll love it. See, that's why we can't shave his beard. But let's see. Yep.
I used to want a beard a long time ago, and then the older I got, I was
That's
like, I don't want all that.
Our boys want beards. Right now, our 5-year-old obviously can't grow facial hair. He basically has a mullet, a beautiful curly blonde mullet, and he calls it his back beard.
That's called.
So, yep. And the 3-year-old insists that he's getting some hair on his chin. So,
Tom, that's
my
probably where
house.
it came from. I worked in food service and I had to be clean shaven for a long time. No, not doing it. Yeah.
that was it. That was
Tom,
high
my
school.
5-year-old, yeah.
I don't know if that would be such high school, Jacob.
I'm pretty sure she's about to say, I don't think she can love me, guys. I heard, did anybody else hear that?
No, I didn't say
Skrat,
that. I just said
help me out.
it would
I
just be
zoned out.
different.
So, how about we play around with your nuts on Tuesday next week?
All right. You got a map, or I mean, we don't even have to have a map. We can do theater of the mind or whatever
I
you
can
want to
do
do.
whatever you want.
Whoa, I like maps because it helps me focus and keep up with what's going on.
No, that's fine. I'll build a map. I have a million maps I've already built. Actually, that's something that Dan and I were just chatting. Just to give a little insight on the business side of things is I'm going to start publishing more things on my one shots and stuff like that. I have 1,000 maps that I've made. I have written, conjured, created,
All of the above.
all of the above. So many
Crafted.
one shots.
Mm-hmm.
And it's they're literally just sitting in like my folders, Google Drive. I mean, we did a whole year of one shots with Adam over doing the combined, what do we call them? Oh no. They were a blast. They were monthly themed. We had so much fun. We did like March of the
I
Maps.
remember that was when I first got. Yeah, that was when I first got dragged into Planar Crossroads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all were doing that.
Conjured.
Yeah, sorry, I was like listening, but I was also thinking about Chris winning was yes, that was the same 5-year-old who asked where'd all of Jacob's hair go.
Yeah.
Who has the back
I'm
beard.
balding, but my wife has asked me to grow this out because she really hopes that we make enough money during our next campaign to give me a circle beard.
Or not. I mean, maybe we could go the opposite end here, guys. Like,
Maybe we should do it where we make enough money and I don't get a circle beard. I actually like that better idea because I'm just going to pay all the money and then I don't have to have a circle beard. Hey, Glenn.
hi.
So there's like 2 reasons that nuts needs a lot of testing. One is because it takes me so long just to make a one shot. Like I am really slow at this. And 2, I'm a chicken and just don't put it out there enough.
I mean, I will do it because I'm not. I'll make up a one shot right now.
Do it.
Apparently.
All right. We are in the
creature
desert
Oh,
Oh,
of.
I know where this is going.
Where's it going?
To a pyramid.
Oh, no, I was going to enter into a survival. You stumble upon a set of ruins. You guys are explorers. Tell me about your character. Tell me about this. It's modern day.
I'm like the blue mage from Final Fantasy XI. They're from the deserty kind of theme.
I love that mage.
It's very fun.
Yeah. Hi,
But they
Dave
got
from
that
Greenwood.
like Arabian garb thing going on or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So.
See, look at Zexania. I will pay to stop the defilement. Thank you, Zexania.
Oh, dear.
Hi, Dave from Grimwood. We talked about you earlier. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Awesome. Yeah, so let's shoot to do something with your nuts on Tuesday. If we can't get players for it, then how about you and I just hang out and do a little like development? We don't even have to stream. We can just hang out. Sound good?
But now you have to
Sounds
stream.
good to me.
Do people really want to hear us, Skrat and I, just talk? Because apparently Skrat's not only lost subscribers because of it,
Well, that's true.
they've downvoted his videos.
That's true. Oh, we don't want to cause more trouble for you.
I mean, it ain't that big a deal.
Skrat, it has given me nightmares. I've had sleepless nights where I've had to play Monster Hunter all night because of it.
I know that's a lie because you don't sleep.
Oh.
I like when people flood my chat. Can I just join the call and listen? I appreciate it.
Oh.
People suck. You know what? But they don't. But they do. They really do. I mean, love people. Speaking of people, where's my dog?
He's sleeping.
Where's my dog?
My dog.
Yeah, you're right. He's your dog. Awesome. Well, Skrat, I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. I'm excited. And I'll do a little post in the collaborations chat, see if somebody wants to join up with us. I'll make up a quick one shot. We'll just have fun with it. You and I will talk in person, or in
virtual
person about what exactly you want to test, and that way I can implement it into the one shot. That way I have a full grasping of also what you want to. So I would love to play test with your nuts some more. So cool.
And Pathfinder.
Well, yes, you and I are going to have to talk Pathfinder out. So part of the reason I don't want to talk about your character on stream is because there's going to be a lot of spoilers just in case somebody ever wanted to play it. Because I'm actually going to have to pull down the books. Or I should just send you the PDFs and let you read through them. But we'll figure it out. Because I want your character, I want you to feel comfortable in role-playing your character, right?
Well, I mean, I suck at role playing, so
I don't know why you say that.
Because it's weird. Like that first Pathfinder game, well, not your first Pathfinder game, the first one I joined, and the only one I've joined so far. It was me, Adam. I don't know the guy's name. I know he's popular and a lot of people know him, but you know what I'm talking about? No. It was you. I don't know. He's got a YouTube channel. He's big in the Pathfinder scene. Like he made some of it, or he made some modules for it, or something.
Oh, you're talking about Steven Glicker?
Yes, that guy.
Oh, and Mark Seifter? They're my guys, my boys.
So anyway, that was that game that I joined. Like I got into the character. It was super easy. Had a good time. And then there's other games we play where I just and can't get anything out. Like you just lock up. So
well, let's make this one chill. And it's more of just kind of showcasing the system again and playing around with the nuts. And we'll have fun while we do it. We'll put on a good show. But
I was talking about the Pathfinder one. It's like that's the one I need to join. And
that one, you know that's not streamed or anything, right?
Right.
So cool. Are you nervous about it?
It'll be a good experience. Pull me out of my comfort zone.
So you are uncomfortable.
Well, say that's the weird part. I never know until I get there. Like Dave's Plaguebound campaign. That's another one where I just kind of zip lip and listen to everybody. Of course, my character is kind of an idiot, so he doesn't have much to say.
I feel like there's always something you could say, though.
Probably. Well, when he does, he makes it worse. So.
Awesome. Yeah, so if you guys get a chance Sunday night, go check out Dave from Grimwood Games. You'll get to see Skrat being a player. They're playing his new Plaguebound setting. It's a pretty good time. His system is really solid, and Dave is a good dude. So go support him if you haven't yet. Let's see. What else we got going on? Anybody else we should shout out?
Yeah, we've got, as far as Avenue Studios things.
Oh, next Thursday, a week from tonight.
Yeah. Next Thursday. This isn't
next Thursday. We're doing our St. Penguin's Day.
St. Penguin's Day.
I should probably make that. I haven't started.
So you're gonna have some competition because next Thursday, I think Dave helped me out. That's his Plaguebound release game.
There's
thing.
a crossover. Dave knows. We know it's. But it is what it is. Glenn and 𝙏𝙖𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙏𝙏 are players. Who's the other player? I forgot now. I'll have to go back and look.
I think I know, but I don't want to say it and be wrong. But yeah, a couple of supporters playing as new Penguins.
Hello, Glenn. Have questions for you for stream. Yeah, Dan, good. That's right. I thought so.
I thought so.
The problem is I always want to say Dan's good, and I am running. You know what? There is a nut who's running a Pathfinder 2nd Edition funnel March 29th at 𝙏𝙖𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗. If you are in the New Jersey area, or maybe you just feel like driving lots of miles, or flying,
or walking, or biking,
hit us up, DM Tails or myself, because he is he's running his own little con, and there needs to be players. And if you want to play with me, I am running a really large Pathfinder 2e level 0 funnel. And I tweaked the rules the other day. I was brainstorming with my wonderful soundboard here. She's so pretty. Yeah.
Well, speaking of cons, are you going to go to Gen Con this year?
I don't know if we can swing it.
It's going to be like the one time I get to go.
I know.
Maybe just Jacob.
Well, I'm leaving Glee, so that works out.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, because it also
I'd support you going.
I know, but I like my secretary being there.
I know. It's only happened once so far.
I think you should. You know what, Skrat? You bring Glee, and we leave the girls at the hotel, and you and I go to the con, and they swim in the pool or sit in the hot tub all day.
Kids somewhere.
That's
it's
fair.
The kids and the animals.
Hey, I'm going to have the Diamond Suite at the hotel I'm at. That's like half a mile from the convention. So,
wait, are you serious?
Yes, I am. I have access to these things.
Wow.
Jacob was just going to sound like it's something I did. So
he's just going to sleep in the van.
I literally was like, I'm going to find a campground nearby.
No, my dad, the whole time we were growing up, like his job required so much stinking traveling of him. Like he was never home. So he spent 30 years or so just racking up hotel points, and now he has too many. So like me and Glee went to New Orleans, and he was like, well, you want a hotel room? I was like, yeah, sure. So when we get there, and they're like, oh, you're the Diamond member. Let us shine your shoes, and here's some free chips and everything. And we're so sorry you had to wait 2 seconds.
So DM Tails, that's exactly what I was thinking. Where's my head?
No.
Yeah.
There. Is that better? There we go. I fixed it. All right. Well,
we have Saturday. This Saturday is the.
You're gonna make me say it?
Yep. At 10 a.m. Wow.
10
At 10 a.m. I can't even get the time right to say that. And yeah.
Well, hold on. We got to answer. Hold on. While I think about how it's said, because I can't remember. We got a hi Skrat in chat there, by the way. Dan did bring up something that we've been talking about. We may or may not have lost subscribers. Not us, but Skrat. We caused Skrat to lose subscribers.
It was such a tragic event. It's like you don't lose subscribers regularly anyway. It's part of YouTube.
But awesome. So back to 10 a.m. on Saturday. I get to be a player. If you guys want to see me do some crazy stuff, 10 a.m. Eastern. We're playing in 𝙏𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗. Did I say that right?
Oh, yeah. I was actually reading up on that. Let's see. Where's my... I don't know if he's watching, but look, I was taking so many notes.
I don't have nearly as many notes as you, but...
See, there's some more notes.
Galaxy, the GM is a guy out of Germany, right?
I think
yes.
Yep.
His name is a name that I should probably remember.
Blaze.
Blaze.
Yeah, it's his own system. So I am allowed to play Chris for once.
It looks neat. It's very crunchy. The character customization is through the roof, which was by design, obviously. So that was something he wanted to really lean into. I don't think. Well, actually, I take that back. Actually, I was gonna poke him today because I don't know if this was a typo or just bad wording.
Well, remember, English is not his native language. I've noticed a couple things.
That's why I was wondering if he just left a word out.
Yeah, I saw a couple.
Find this.
Yeah,
here's how you roll initiative. Your initiative is your instinct stat, plus athletics, plus quick fingers, plus analysis, plus grace, plus improvisation.
So much math.
I wonder if it was supposed to be your initiative is your instinct stat plus one of those skills. Like
Not
you pick
all
your
of them.
highest.
Yeah.
I'm on feeling.
Galaxy wants to translate for us.
That's awesome.
I mean, his English is pretty good. Like I've watched his streams.
Yeah,
He's
no,
fine.
he's-
So often there's like one word when he's writing his stuff for his manual, he has to go look it up and try and figure it out. But they're usually very specific words and it would make sense that he would not know what they are. So like vines, he could not get the word for vines the other day.
It is kind of fun when I have a player out of Belgium and his English is decent. He's a good guy. But there are sometimes when like I have to look up a word in French and send it to him or try to say it. It happened the other day with horseshoe, actually. A farrier, to be exact. He's like, I don't know what a farrier is. So I had to like look it up in French for us to have a common ground. But it's really cool because most of the time it doesn't matter. He does a really decent job at explaining whatever it is. And it's actually a lot of fun.
I wish I knew a language fluently.
¿Por qué?
What?
Awesome. Well, so yeah, we definitely have some things coming up. So Tuesday, there's a slight chance we'll be streaming on this channel. Tom, I did see your message. Saturday morning at 10 a.m. will be our time Eastern on our channel. Thursday night next week will also be on our channel. And then possibly Tuesday night next week on our channel also. We'll run a little nuts thing. This particular Belgium man said he speaks French very well. So,
is that the guy in the Pathfinder one?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, you met him. I mean, his English is decent.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the other guy in there is from Ireland, but his English is.
He didn't say like 2 words the whole time I was there, so I didn't get to hear his accent.
Which is really funny because normally it's the other way around. I was really impressed. I hope Sasani is watching this. He explained the whole story pretty much to Skrat. Like, I was shocked. I was like, not because he doesn't know it, but because of the slight language barrier. He took the charge and did it. I was really impressed. I was like, this is awesome. So, holiday sauce. That's awesome. Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to nuts. Looking forward to some DC-20 and then a ShanaCon.
And penguins?
Penguins. No, I'm not looking forward to the penguins, but that's fine. Everybody else likes them.
That's rude. It's going to be fun.
What time was Tuesday Nuts? Was that going to be our normal stream time?
Let's do the 7:30, whatever time that is that we've been doing. 8? 7:30?
7:30? Because you're on about 7.
We just won't. I know that you have a time restraint, so let's just keep it in that time. We can do a short game. That's fine.
All right.
Awesome.
I can go to like 8:30 at the latest, and then I have to start another call at 8:30 my time, so that'd be 9:30 your time.
That's perfect for me. So that's yeah. We'll make an announcement on our channels and stuff. It'll be low key. It'll be just chilling. We'll have fun with it. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember what it was. But that's okay. That's life. I'm getting old, apparently.
Glee also says she can handle Tuesday for me, so if she has to.
Oh, I see. Or she could play. She's a pretty dang good role player.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. All right. Well, Dan, just to complete your sentence, I don't think I did anything spicy. I see in there speaking other languages. I don't think I said anything wrong on Skrat's channel.
Other people.
But apparently other people don't. Skrat, call me out. What did I say?
That's what I told you. I don't know. And I don't have any data from YouTube to tell me why did people dislike that one stream so much. And if the subscribers I'm losing are even due to anything we're doing, or it's, like I said, putting me at the top of their list and they're remembering they don't watch my stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I loved your message though. You were like, maybe I'm too opinionated. I was like, about what? Not liking 5e? I mean... So listen, well, I'm not going to get into it. We're not going to talk about 5e. What's up, Dan's good? You ready to play on Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day it is? Sorry, Thursday.
Week from today.
Look at all these beautiful people in here. Hey, make sure you hit the like button. Give us some interaction. When this is over, make a comment. But hey, these losers are cool or something. I don't know. But
yeah,
I want a nuzzle. You want a nuzzle? Guten Tag, guten Bier. All right, guys.
Oh dear.
We are clean. He was blasting 5e. Haha. Okay. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody being here. The interactions have been great. I see all of you in chat. Tom, thank you for being a new supporter. You've been a supporter on the YouTube chat, but now you're a patron supporter. Thank you so much for that, man. I look forward to playing games. I know you're a good role player. You're going to fit in well with the group, and we're going to have a good time. So thank you, Galaxy, for popping in. I know it's like, 3 a.m. for you? That's awesome. All of you are awesome. Glenn does have the Alzheimer's
RPG versus AD fundraiser.
That was a bad place to stop your sentence. So Glenn has the Alzheimer's. Dang, I'm sorry.
That was last Thursday, I think, when he and I were chatting about that, his fundraiser. Yeah.
All right, guys.
I'm tired.
We're tired. It's wonderful. Thank you for joining us for another date night. Hey, Skrat, thank you for making this date night special and unique. Like, I love it when people interrupt our dates.
Well, gee, I thought I was welcome until after that.
You're definitely welcome. I am excited to see where this goes. Michelle, I like having her involved, so having these date nights is just a way to bring her in, and I'm pretending like I'm spending time with her. No, we went on well, that's all right. All right, guys.
Yeah, first time in a year.
Good night.